All right, one more time. So this is a guitar. This is my Dave Davidson signature Warrior 7 from Jackson. So what you'll notice, it has a Floyd Rose. And this is the problem a lot of people have with these bridges. So right off the bat, not getting into any long talks like, oh, well, it's this, that. Tuning. When you tune your bridge, you will notice that when you tune one string, after you've tuned another one, that string will go out of tune. This is normal. Every bridge does this. You cannot avoid it, but you can work with it. What you can do to kind of ease the tuning, tune your thickest or your lowest string first, and then turn to your highest string. Some people can do their two lowest and then their two highest. I do that on occasion, but you can start with your lowest, then your highest. So for me, it's a 7 string, so it's my 7th string that is the lowest. So you want to tune your 7, tune your 1st, tune your 6th, tune your 2nd, tune your 5th, tune your 3rd, and tune your 4th. Now, this is for a 7 string. If you have a 6 string, it is 6, 1, 5, 2, 4, and 3. 8 strings, you get the point. Next, another issue. Let's say your Floyd Rose is lopsided, meaning one side is uneven. I've had this issue personally. It has bothered me for the longest time. For 4 months I had this issue, and then I figured out what the problem was. I finally fixed it. You are going to need a Allen wrench, specifically this size. Jackson will give you a set. You wouldn't generally need that 3rd size, which is this one. So when you have this issue that honestly really bugged me for a while, it really ticked me off, you want to go to these. Now, before I get into this, I do not know if every Floyd version has this. I have a Series 1000 Floyd Rose that comes with the David Davidson signature. So, first, you want to tune your Floyd right. You want to tune this screw right if you want to bring that bridge down. You want to tune it left if you want to bring it up. Now, before anything, when you have yours like this, do not automatically assume this means right and this means left. We are going based off of the top of that screw. We are turning the screw. We're going based off of the screw itself, not the Allen wrench. So let's say your Floyd is low. Turn this right to drop it. But if you are having struggles with that, if you're having struggles with being up, you turn this left to bring it up. You can kind of see that it's moving up as I'm doing this. You can see it moving a bit when I'm doing that. Now, I don't really have this issue as much as I used to. It's a little uneven, but that's not the end of the world. We can always fix that. And it doesn't really hinder your playing. Next, you have tuned everything. Everything is fine. Everything is working. There's no problems there. You are fine. However, your bridge is either too high or too low. So a lot of people will have this issue when, let's say, they've dropped their tuning from E to D, and their bridge is suddenly dropped, and they can't figure out how to fix it. That is where the back of this guitar comes into play. Now, a lot of people get confused. They're like, oh, springs, I don't know how this thing works. Don't worry. I will get into that. So this is the tremolo of a Floyd guitar. One thing you want to do before anything, try to keep this thing level to the wood over here. This part here needs to be level. It does not need to be perfectly level. Not everything is perfect. But keeping this part here at least somewhat level to this will help you a bunch. This will keep it perfectly level. Now, you've tuned your Floyd. it is at, let's say, D, but you've previously had it at E and you never even touched the tremolo, yet it's down. It's not perfectly level. Everyone's telling you it needs to be level and you can't get it level. So, let's say the problem is that it's too low. So you will need to tighten these screws to pull the bridge up. When you turn these, they go up. These strings will pull them, and the pull will bring the bridge down. I mean, sorry, that was a mistake on my part. You will need to loosen them to bring the bridge up. So you will need to loosen it because your bridge is going down. You will need to loosen it for the springs to go up and release that tension so it's lifting. If you are like, let's say you went from D back to E and it's up now all of a sudden, you turn them you tighten them that time to bring the bridge down. So why is this? You are not just working with strings tension, you are now working with the tension of the spring. There is string and spring tension. You want to keep these equal so that when your string and spring tension are, the bridge is level. So remember, tighten to push the bridge down, loosen to bring the bridge up. And that is your biggest issues. These are the three biggest issues I've seen that a lot of people go through, and these are the issues I want to cover. Now that I've gone through that, I want to go through some simple, like, Allen wrench stuff. So you will notice there's a lot of screws here, the ones I've mentioned before. These ones in the back, this one up here. It's a lot, but they all use the very same single-size screw or Allen wrench. I will not be touching any of these because if I touch these, my strings will get all crazy. But I will explain them. So these are what hold these blocks here. And you can notice that my string is over there. When you work with a Floyd, you need, whenever you get a string, you'll see there's a ball on the end of it. You will need to cut that ball off and place the string in its corresponding area. So you will place it here. This block, you will need to loosen this block so that this will go back and you can place your string in. Then you need to tighten it again so that the string will be held by that block. Don't worry about it if it's being loose. I have always tightened it. It is perfectly fine. Now, before you even mess with this, you gotta mess with this thing here. This is the locking nut for every Floyd Rose. You will see something like this always. You need to loosen these whenever you are tuning your strings because this thing holds the entire strings in place so that when you move this bridge over here, it does not go out of tune. So those are like most of the issues. I've already explained to you that these screws help push one side of the Floyd down and the other side up, or both one side down and the other. Like it pulls them up and down. So this is what normally a lot of people go through, and it causes a lot of issues. But other than this, that's about it. All the issues have been covered. We've kind of analyzed this thing here. This thing here, it's just for the whammy bar. Don't even worry about it. It's supposed to be there. Don't mess with that if you're gonna mess with all of this. This is just to hold that little whammy bar. So that's everything. If you want me to go over something else, just let me know and I'll try to figure it out. If it's something I know, I will explain it. If I don't know it, I will analyze it. I will go online, I will do my search and come back to you. But other than that, that's about everything. I hope you enjoyed this little almost 10-minute, about to be 10-minute explanation, and I hope you like some stuff like this in the future. Sorry if I'm a bit jumbly. It's like I've obviously been doing this for almost 10 minutes, but that's pretty much it. I hope that helps.